Hello Sagittarius, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy bringing you your January 2025 general reading, the very first general reading of a brand new year. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here and to be part of, the great blessing and gift it is to be able to create these videos. Fire sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is for you, cross-watchers. If you're cross-watching for a Sagittarian, this video is relevant for you as well. It's a general reading. Take what resonates for you, leave the rest behind. If you know your other signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, watch those videos as well for helpful additional insight and perspective. If something really hits home and resonates with you and you'd like to peel it back a bit and take a deeper look and explore it, and reach out for a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, or you simply like the reading style, you can email me, please, at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can also see that contact info by clicking the description, clicking the word more on this video. You'll see that there, along with my PayPal Me link for those of you who care to donate in support of my channel, and always my gratitude to those of you that do. I would love to hear from you, and I can usually respond quickly the same day or within 24 hours with more info. I do offer a wide variety of reading choices. I cover all areas of life, different types, lengths, costs, styles, spreads. I put a little something in there for everyone. And the 6 and 12-month overviews are still very popular right now. Looks at all different areas of life for the next 6 or 12 months. A lot of people like to do that at the end of one year and the beginning of a new year. So something to keep in mind. And I am very diligent and focused on the timely scheduling of personal readings. So if you're interested, please email me. Okay, Sagittarius, let's see what the first half of January 2025, this new year, is bringing in for you. We begin with the Four of Wands and the Five of Coins. Some of you may be experiencing kind of two things simultaneously. It may be that some of you are experiencing the joy of the connections we have with the people that are important to us, like friends and family, or friends and family get-togethers. But some of you may still be feeling on some level some kind of issue or some kind of estrangement, or perhaps a time of not fitting in or not feeling like you fit in, or feeling like there's some kind of again, some kind of wall or separation there. Some of you may be undergoing some kind of separation from friends and family. And, because we're transitioning out of the holiday season, it may be, kind of partying and traveling and everybody kind of going their own ways. For some of you, it may be that you might be going through a challenging time, might be financial, material, emotional, but you do have the love and support of friends and family around you, because I'm kind of getting kind of a mix of these energies here. Next, we have the Hanging Man with Death. So it looks like this is undergoing a big kind of shift in your perspective, because death represents the ending of old things, the releasing of old things, so that we can move forward in something new, or on a new path or something like that. And the Hanging Man is making a temporary kind of sacrifice of inaction in order to gain that different perspective, because the Hanging Man chooses to hang upside down from what is the tree of knowledge, basically. And in order to do that, even though it might be uncomfortable, he can see things in a different way. It's getting a different perspective shift. Some of you may be undergoing, again, like a major kind of transformative shift in how you look at something, or how you perceive something. Some of you may be going through kind of a spiritual transformation or a spiritual shift. This combination of cards also says that, it's time to kind of let go of old things, maybe old ways of looking at something, old ways of thinking about something, old belief systems, old ideologies. Next, we have Temperance. learning how to adapt, to shift and adjust without losing your center and without losing your balance. It's a card of moderation, patience, self-control, and self-discipline, because those energies, using those energies in your life, is what moves you closer to your goal. With the Ace of Wands, an exciting new beginning. This is kind of striking that balance between, I'm moving forward on a new path and I have all this wonderful fire energy, which is desire and passion and excitement and enthusiasm and creativity and inspiration. But this energy alone can run us like over a cliff, right? So with Temperance, it's about striking that perfect balance of being bold but not reckless, meaning being bold but having a plan. Exercising, again, moderation and self-control. This is kind of like the pairing, the marrying, the alignment of passion and purpose. Purpose is always focused, right? It has plans, it has steps that you have to take. And the passion, of course, is that excitement and what you feel drawn to. So the alignment of passion and purpose here on a new path. And that new path may be physical, material, emotional. But again, it feels like there's been a big, maybe out of a time period of challenge or pain, you're coming to, it has brought you to a place where you're seeing something in a different way. You're embracing that new perspective to move forward in a different way. And I mean, it's a general reading. The area of life this is dealing with may vary for some of you. It might be financial and material. It might be with your relationships with people, whether it's a one personal relationship or friends and family, or it might be a combination of all of those. But again, it's letting go of an old way of looking at something, an old way of thinking, which leads to letting go of old ways of behaving, of choosing, of acting, of living, in order to embrace something new. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus for the first half of January, Sagittarius, is the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is staying open, because the Page of Cups, pages are kind of like the children, the students, the apprentices. They're new, right? And the Page of Cups is the page of water or emotion. It's just eyes open, full of wonder and curiosity, and open to what's next. That's the energy here. Let's take a look at that. The Eight of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Ace of Wands again. It feels like you went through something difficult or challenging recently. Something that, and again, this is a general reading, so the exact details and the intensity is going to vary, but something painful. Disappointment, heartache, heartbreak, breakup, separation, something like that. But it's like you're taking that and you're using it. It's provided you, again, with an opportunity to kind of shift your thinking about something. And that has led you to a new path where you're quite eager and excited to move forward. I mean, they're both valuable life experiences, right? Difficult situations or painful situations can be difficult and painful, but the purpose is to lead us to a place where we have the opportunity, or sometimes it forces us to look at something in a different way, and it can be Spirit's way of saying, we need you to shift your thinking, we need you to shift your perspective and start looking at this other thing, or start looking at something in a different way. And it has here. It looks like you're perhaps still healing, but moving forward on a new path anyway, and kind of excited about that. Four of Wands, Five of Coins. Strength, the Two of Cups, and the Page of Cups. I'm feeling conversations here with you and another person. It might be a romantic connection with a soulmate, a best friend, family, a partnership of some kind. This combination of cards is about using the connection, this karmic tie that the two of you have in a constructive way. It's like, okay, here are our strengths, here are our weaknesses. How can we use these to make our lives better, to make our lives have purpose moving forward? What direction are we going in? It feels like whatever happened, whether it was between you and one other person, or maybe it affected family dynamics as well, it was purposeful, even though it may have been challenging, difficult, painful, even it had a purpose of leading you to the place where you can go, okay, what can we make from this, right? What good can we extract from this, and how can we apply that moving forward? Hanging man and death. It's a transformational shift in perspective here, which means, letting go of that which isn't no longer kind of working for you. It's not moving you towards what you want. Knight of Swords, the Sun, and the Hermit. This is taking your lessons, taking the wisdom, the experience of the lessons you've learned through all your life experiences, and being very decisive and action-oriented in moving forward with those. It's like, okay, I failed at this, or this difficult, challenging thing happened, but I learned a lot from that, and I'm going to take those lessons and move forward on this new path or in this new way, and I'm kind of excited about that. Even though for some of you, there's still kind of some lingering healing, there's still some healing going on here. Temperance and the Ace of Wands. And again, this is the alignment of passion and purpose. I think I might title this that. Temperance and the Ace of Wands. The Tower and Judgment. The Tower represents whatever it is that has happened. It's major change. And the change can be perceived at the time of this change as positive or negative or challenging or painful. But again, the cards like the Tower and Death have purpose. Typically, if we don't tend to let go of what isn't working for us anymore, Spirit usually comes in and, with this Tower energy or the Death energy, to kind of force us to that point where we have to deal with something. We have to look at it in a different way so that we can deal with it and move on. And in doing that, we have to let go of old ideas, old ways of doing things. And that's what you've been called to do here. And it looks like that's what you're doing. So hats off to you, Sagittarius. All right, advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. Nine of Cups, Nine of Wands. Go after what you want, your heart's desire. Go after it with passion and with boldness, but not recklessness. There's a difference. It's like that Temperance and the Ace of Wands here. It's that blending of passion and purpose. Purpose has a focus and a plan and steps. Passion is what drives it, right? It's kind of like Temperance is Temperance is the driver of the car, and the Ace of Wands is the fuel, right, that powers it. So this is a time to go after what you want and to be bold, but not reckless. Five of Cups. Don't spend a whole lot of time weeping over the past. What went wrong? What didn't work out? Mistakes you made, regret, sadness, grief, loss. We honor and respect our past, the efforts that we put into things, whether they worked out or not, and we focus on them and dwell on them only long enough to, again, extract the lessons from the experience that we have, and then we get up and we move on. We can't move forward if we're looking in the rearview mirror. It just doesn't work, right? So don't do that. Wheel of Fortune and Ace of Swords, right? So embrace the change and this new perspective you have, this new shift that you have. Make sure that all of your actions, decisions, choices are fueled by this, are in alignment with this new perspective. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Brilliant reading, Sagittarius. Those are your messages for the first half of January 2025. And for those of you for whom it made sense and it hit home and resonated, I hope it was helpful and gave you some food for thought and some clarity moving forward, or validation as well. If it did, and you'd like to pull the curtain back a bit and take a deeper look at it and reach out for a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, or you simply like the reading style, please do email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can click on the description of this video, click on that word more, you'll see it there as well. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the next set of readings. Stay safe, stay well, be blessed as we continue to transition into a brand new year. And I hope to see you back here again soon. I hope to hear from some of you as well. Take care. Bye-bye.